Imagine this. It's a crisp morning, the sun is just peeking over the horizon, and your brand new flock of chickens is exploring their coop for the first time. Everything seems perfect, until it isn't. Disaster strikes faster than you can say, cock-a-doodle-doo. Did you know that a single mistake could wipe out your entire flock? Stay tuned, because I'm about to reveal the 10 most dangerous mistakes new chicken owners make. Not only will I expose these pitfalls, but I'll also arm you with the knowledge to avoid them. And trust me, mistake number 7 is something even seasoned chicken keepers often overlook. Mistake 1. Not providing enough heat for chicks. Let's kick things off with the little ones, baby chicks. They're fluffy, adorable, and incredibly vulnerable. One of the biggest blunders new owners make is not providing enough warmth. Some folks think that since chickens have feathers, they can handle the cold from day one. Spoiler alert, they can't. Without adequate heat, these tiny creatures can become chilled and may not survive. So what's the game plan? Set up a brooder with a reliable heat source like a heat lamp or a radiant heat plate. Keep the temperature at a cozy 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius during the first week, then reduce it by 5 degrees each subsequent week. Using a thermometer is crucial. Guesswork isn't your friend here. It's like setting the thermostat in your home. Too hot or too cold can make everyone uncomfortable, but wait, there's more. Pay close attention to your chicks' behavior. If they're huddled directly under the heat source, they might be too cold. If they're scattered far away and panting, it's probably too hot. Aim for that sweet spot where they're evenly spread out and chirping contently. Think of them as tiny, fluffy thermostats. They'll let you know when conditions are just right. Mistake 2, overcrowding. Next up is overcrowding. Picture this, you've got a small coop and decide to fill it with as many chickens as possible because more chickens mean more eggs, right? Well, not so fast. Overcrowding leads to stress, aggression, and a higher risk of disease. It's like hosting a party in a closet. Not fun for anyone. Chickens need space to roam, scratch, and spread their wings, literally. The general rule of thumb is at least 2 to 3 square feet per chicken inside the coop and 8 to 10 square feet per chicken in the run. Providing ample space helps reduce stress and prevents negative behaviors like feather pecking and bullying. A relaxed chicken is a happy chicken, and happy chickens lay more eggs. If you're tight on space, consider building upward with perches or adding an outdoor run. And don't forget enrichment. Items like dust baths, hanging treats and obstacles can keep your chickens entertained. After all, nobody likes being bored, not even chickens. A well-designed space promotes physical and mental health for your flock. Mistake 3. Improper coop ventilation. Now, let's breathe some fresh air into this conversation, literally. Poor ventilation in the coop can lead to a buildup of ammonia from droppings, moisture accumulation, and excessive heat. This isn't just about unpleasant smells, it's a serious health hazard causing respiratory issues and even frostbite in cold weather. But why do so many new chicken owners seal up their coops like a submarine? They worry about drafts making their chickens cold. While it's true that chickens need protection from direct drafts, they also need good airflow to stay healthy. Think of it like cracking a window in your house. You wouldn't want to live without fresh air, and neither do your chickens. So what's the fix? Install ventilation openings near the roof to allow hot, moist air to escape without creating a draft at the roosting level. Use hardware cloth to cover these openings and keep predators out. Also, consider using breathable materials for bedding, like pine shavings, which can help absorb moisture. By balancing ventilation and insulation, you'll create a comfy coop that keeps your chickens clucking happily. If you're finding these tips helpful, why not give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button? It's easier than herding chickens, and you'll get all our latest clucking good content straight to your feed. Plus, your flock might just reward you with extra eggs in appreciation. Moving on to a topic that keeps many chicken owners up at night: predators. Whether it's raccoons, foxes, or hawks, predators see your chickens as an all-you-can-eat buffet. One common mistake is underestimating their determination and not properly securing the coop and run. First things first, chicken wire is designed to keep chickens in, not predators out. Instead, use half-inch hardware cloth for the coop and run. This sturdy mesh is tough enough to keep out unwanted visitors. And don't forget to secure the top of the run. Climbing and flying predators won't hesitate to drop in for a meal. Also, bury the fencing at least 12 inches underground, or create a hardware cloth apron extending outward to deter digging predators. Install secure locks on all doors and nesting boxes. Raccoons are clever little bandits with nimble fingers. By taking these precautions, you'll sleep better knowing your flock is safe and sound. Let's dish out some knowledge on feeding your flock. Providing improper nutrition is a recipe for disaster. Some new owners think that feeding chickens table scraps or generic feed is sufficient. But chickens have specific dietary needs that change as they grow and begin to lay eggs. Start your chicks on a high-quality starter feed, which is high in protein to support rapid growth. Transition them to grower feed as they mature, and finally, to layer feed when they start producing eggs. Layer feed is fortified with extra calcium, essential for strong eggshells. Without it, you might find fragile eggs or even health issues like egg binding in your hens. And let's talk treats. While chickens love kitchen scraps and goodies, treats should make up no more than 10% of their diet. Avoid giving them anything salty, sugary or toxic, like chocolate, avocado or raw potato peels. Providing grit and oyster shells can also aid in digestion and calcium intake. Remember, a balanced diet keeps your chickens healthy, productive and ready to greet you with a morning egg. Mistake 6. Failing to monitor health. Chickens are masters at hiding illness. It's a survival instinct. So failing to regularly check on your flock's health can lead to serious issues going unnoticed until it's too late. You don't need a veterinary degree to spot when something's off. Make it a habit to observe your chickens daily. Look for signs like lethargy, loss of appetite, sneezing, or unusual droppings. Check their eyes for clarity, combs for color, and feathers for signs of parasites. Early detection is key to preventing the spread of disease within your flock. Keep a basic first aid kit on hand with items like electrolytes, wound spray, and dewormer. Familiarize yourself with common chicken ailments like mites, lice, and respiratory infections. And don't hesitate to consult a vet if you're unsure. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, or in this case, a healthy, happy flock. Have you encountered any of these mistakes or have tips of your own to share? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your experiences, after all. Sharing is caring, and your insight might just help another chicken enthusiast. Mistake 7. Allowing free range without supervision. Free-ranging your chickens sounds idyllic, doesn't it? Letting them roam freely, scratching for bugs, living the dream. But here's the catch. Unsupervised free-ranging can be risky. Predators, traffic, and even neighbors' pets can pose threats. It's like letting toddlers loose in a mall. Chaos and danger abound. So, how do you give your chickens the freedom they crave while keeping them safe? Consider supervised free-ranging or using a mobile chicken tractor, a secure movable coop that lets them explore new areas while staying protected. This way, they get fresh grass and bugs without becoming someone's lunch. Another option is to install a secure fenced area with overhead netting to keep aerial predators at bay. Always ensure fresh water and shade are available in their roaming area. By being proactive, you can let your chickens enjoy the great outdoors without putting them in harm's way. It's a win-win for you and your feathered friends. Mistake 8. Ignoring biosecurity practices. Now let's get into biosecurity, a fancy word for keeping germs at bay. Many new chicken owners don't realize the importance of preventing disease from entering their flock. Simple oversights like not quarantining new birds or neglecting to clean equipment can introduce harmful pathogens. Always quarantine new chickens for at least 30 days before introducing them to your flock. This gives you time to spot any signs of illness. Use separate equipment for quarantined birds and wash your hands after handling them. It's like a chicken version of a wellness checkup. Implement foot baths with disinfectant at the entrance to your coop, especially if you visited other farms or areas with poultry. Avoid sharing equipment with other chicken owners unless it's thoroughly sanitized. These steps might seem tedious, but they're a small price to pay for a healthy flock. Think of it as chicken insurance. You hope you'll never need it, but you'll be glad it's there if you do. Mistake 9. Skipping dust baths. Ever heard of a chicken spa day? Well, dust baths are just that. Skipping out on providing a dust bath area can lead to infestations of mites and lice, making your chickens itchy and uncomfortable. It's like having an itch you just can't scratch. Chickens naturally bathe in dust to clean their feathers and skin, effectively suffocating parasites. Denying them this natural behavior can result in health issues and decreased egg production. Plus, a chicken that's not feeling its best isn't going to be as friendly or active. Set up a designated dust bath area with a mix of sand, dirt and wood ash. Place it in a dry spot where they can fluff and shake to their heart's content. Not only is it beneficial for them, but it's also entertaining to watch. It's like Netflix for chicken owners. Talk about a win-win. Mistake 10. Overlooking weather protection. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the weather. Overlooking weather protection can be detrimental to your flock. Extreme temperatures, hot or cold, can stress chickens and even be fatal. Leaving them exposed is like going out in a snowstorm in flip-flops. Not a great idea. In hot weather, ensure your chickens have plenty of shade and fresh water. Consider adding ventilation fans or frozen water bottles to help them cool down. Heat stroke is a real danger and prevention is key. Provide shallow pans of water for them to wade in. Yes, chickens can enjoy a little paddle. In cold climates, make sure the coop is well insulated but still ventilated to prevent moisture buildup. Provide extra bedding like straw or pine shavings for warmth. Use heated waterers to keep their drinking water from freezing. Remember, chickens can handle cold better than heat, but sudden temperature drops can be harmful. Keep an eye on the weather forecast and prepare accordingly. Your flock will be snug as bugs in a rug. And there you have it, the 10 most dangerous mistakes new chicken owners make and how to avoid them. Armed with this knowledge, you're ready to raise a healthy, happy flock. So go ahead, put these tips into action and watch your chickens thrive. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching the video on the screen now to learn the top 10 chicken breeds and find the best one for you.